Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10.
That is Stuta! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already.
He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. McAllister. And this is Adriano! And this is Adriano. So just a one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Vermaelen.
Zakaria. And it's Zakaria. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Here's Zakaria. Nice sequence of passes this. Eze. And he shoots! Eze out of this world! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Arsenal are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that any...
Shoots! Against the crossbar! No, just not quite.
Well, was he a little smarter then, Peter, than he needed to be? I'm not sure he needed to cut it as fine as he did. He had enough of the goal to aim at.
McAllister is the team's great visionary.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Cancelo. Here's Zakaria. And it's Zakaria. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's destined for the flank. João Cancelo. And that was nowhere near his best.
Now it's Bale. Vermaelen.
And here's Vinicius Junior. This is a promising build-up. Well read, nice interception.
Adriano.
Batistuta does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now that looks a decent ball, played out wide. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. Eze sends it crossfield.
Vinicius Junior.
Knocks it into space. Played back. And here's Eze. Eze going face-to-face with his great rival. Here's Zakaria. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, this is a great position. Xavi. Now it's Bale. And the counter is on. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's McAllister. And it's McAllister. Spread it left. Great vision.
Adriano.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Eze.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now it's McAllister. Can he get on the end of this? It's Adriano! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Quick reminder today, please.
So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's McAllister. Rodri. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Stam. Spread out to the left. McAllister has created one goal already. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely feet. Great challenge, time to perfection. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's going wide left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Eze. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McAllister. That has been slung wide. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
No, that's been intercepted. Batistuta finds himself offside. Vermaelen. And it's Cancelo. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zakaria. And it's Eze. Adriano. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
João Cancelo. And it's McAllister. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That has been cut short.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Adriano. He's looking wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vermaelen gets across to intercept that. This is a promising build-up. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Hazard.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Arsenal desperately searching for the winner here. Aimed beyond the defence. João Cancelo receives it in a good position here. Oh, what a ball! That is good alertness.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries to play it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Bale. Now it's Hazard. And reclaimed it in a trice.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Cancelo. Eze. Vermaelen. That's Eze. And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Batistuta picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
All the best for members of our fan
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, that really did fly.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Manchester United.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
And it's Nedved. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. Van der Sar can clear it away. And back to the keeper. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Rodri. Messi makes a dash for it. Scholes. And here's Mbappe. Messi. And the finish! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Italy score first. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Pull it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Neither of... Chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Haaland. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Bale.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Nedved taking charge of the dead ball. And it's Nedved. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plays it in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Italy are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And the counter is on. Bergomi makes the interception. Pull it. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Hazard. Defending was strong and firm. He's gone for goal! Oh, wow, that's crazy! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Messi. And it's Bale. Good ball, good take. Nesta wins the duel this time. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Haaland. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. And here's Hullet. Now that's well seen too. Hullet. Messi. He is through here. He's going for goal. Oh, the keeper's equal to it. Well, I think... And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Invitiamo tutti I tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere.
So right back into the action. Manchester United, it's Bale! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Bale! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Now it's Haaland. And it's Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. Hullet. Messi. Scholes. Looking for options for movement. Messi. He's found a way through. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi. The most accurate pass. And here's Hazard. Hazard! And he should have made it 4. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. Cleared away.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And here's Nedved. Hazard. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Dani Olmo. The message is clear. None shall pass. Mbappe going after that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great ball if he can get there. And he can clear it away. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
And he's picked it up out wide. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Messi. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet, and he is dashing away. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Scholes. Azar. Some really good ball movement. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Cambio di giocatori.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
There they go, hunting again.
Desai with a definite foul there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Scholes. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's following up! And it's Azar. Now it's Haaland. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Vieira looking to pass their way up the pitch. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Azar. Well, they can break here. The final 5 minutes. Hullet. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Now there's a fine ball. Azar. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dani Olmo.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Italy
recupero.
have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Hullet is herring after that one. And here's Nedved. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester United have very little in the way of excuses here. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Serbia has produced some fine defenders in recent times, Peter, and this player, Pavlovic, is about as physical.
There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart! Out on his own!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. That's a good ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Crosses it in here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And reclaimed it in a trice. And this is Van Basten. Now it's Del Piero. Gerrard. Played in by Gerrard. And he's taking no chances there. Shot a goal! Beckenbauer tries to clear. So just a one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Now this could be a chance. Pass is just off target. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. He's shifting through the gears here. He'll try from distance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And this is Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish right from the top draw. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Just the keeper in his Van Basten! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo, looking for options for movement. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Mateus, and he's been shifted off it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Gerrard. Adams. Mateus. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Dembele. Shapes to shoot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Xavi, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Great, but shoots!
Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester United are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And it's Messi.
Looking tidy in possession here. And that is expertly dealt with. Xavi purring through the gears. Picked out, and the shot! Del Piero looking understandably energised after his goal.
And the counter is on.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going for goal! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It is compelling, this, utterly It's Van Basten! And again, he is at his elastic best. And this could be the final action of the first half. Keeper has taken decisive action. Mateus. And that brings the first half to a close. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. The second half is up and running. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Batistuta. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Mateus. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there.
Chance for a shot! And again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Getting up there! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's Gerrard. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, that's a fine interception. Dani Olmo. Batistuta. Dani Olmo. Played out towards the right wing. Hakimi. That is lovely. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Batistuta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pavlovic. And Mateus. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Oh, it's Van Basten.
This is the time you need that pace.
Beckenbauer was in no mood for any of that.
Dani Olmo. He's through here.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Chance! Goes for goal!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Decent chance!
Dembele. And it's Messi. Pavlovic deals with that comfortably. Oh, it's Dembele. He's found a way through. Dembele. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Dani Olmo going after that. Mateus. And this is Dembele. Aims beyond the defence.
And a chance! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 10.
So time for
Messi.
change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Batistuta.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Adams cuts out the pass. Manchester United could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Gerrard, the man synonymous with solidity. And this is Van Basten.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, good spread. He is just caressing the ball.
2 added minutes has been
It's a
indicated.
good ball out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Looking to play him in. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United can look back at this result with...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, now, here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing it.
And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Chance here to counter. He is through here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Berbatov chasing after it. Now it's Dani Olmo. Knocks it into space. Buffon getting this one clear. Tries to play it through. Pedri, driven in. Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Scholes. Floated through. And this is Berbatov. Berbatov! Goal! Manchester United! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United, after 14 minutes, is number 18, Berbatov.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Berbatov. He's looking wide. Just eases him off the ball.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And they're back on the ball again. Ambitious ball here. That's a nicely shaped ball. Great ball, and he's in here. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chiellini cuts it out. And it's Salah. Threads one in. Pedri. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Ronaldo is standing over this one. Cristiano Ronaldo! That was travelling.
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. He's found a way through. It's goals! Off the post. Quality ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Serginho gets into a good position. That could spell trouble. Cruyff. And now the breakaway. Pass somewhat off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rodri gets across to intercept that. Cruyff. For Xavi Alonso. Cruyff. Alonso. He's got away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff picks it up out wide. And it's made its way to him. And we have our very first corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking to play him in.
Xavi Alonso. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game.
Gets the shot away!
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Cruyff. Played with finesse.
Shoots! It's a goal! Arsenal are level.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now he's off and running. And here's Berbatov. And he's had it nicked away. Makaleli. And it's Salah. He's found space here. And he's managed to get free. Mohamed Salah. So a temporary halt to the action. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So straight into the second half. And here's Scholes. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Berbatov. And here's Scholes. Berbatov. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that was nowhere near his best. Cafu. He's in plenty of space here. Dani Olmo. And the counter is on. Now it's Berbatov.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
They've won a corner. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played out to the left flank, crosses it in. De Ligt kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nice looking ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rodri, and it's Olmo. And this is Ronaldo.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention.
Big chance!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now that looks a decent ball.
It's Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Arsenal have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he
Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's a good ball. Dani Olmo. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, he's taken it.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Xavi. Cruyff. And they can counter here. And this is Xavi Alonso. Xavi Alonso was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he was alert to it. Could move up a gear here. And this is Mohamed Salah. Looking for the run. Pedri. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Good ball, good take. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Scholes. And here's Berbatov. Berbatov proves just a little bit too strong.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. And that will be it. Manchester United played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
I'd like to draw your attention.